Alright guys, welcome back to another draft analysis. We're into the first game of the new patch, the first official game. This is the Dota Pit LAN Finals minor, and the first game is between SGesports as well as Newbee. Okay, so 7.07, what are we going to expect? I'm not going to say that I know what each team is going to pick or ban because it's a whole new patch. People are going to do very different things. I believe there are two types of team coming into the patch. Like one of the teams will be they weren't there to explore new things because they will just stick to what they know of 7.06 and probably tweaked it a bit here and there of some of the changes. But in general, their picks is gonna be not too out of the ordinary because they haven't had time to explore with 7.17 yet, the Dueling Fates patch. And there'll be the other type of team that will really go on and explore all they want in this new patch because hey, it's a minor, and if I don't use this competitive game to explore, then when am I going to do it? So yeah, there might be some teams that want to explore. So at the end of the day, if the team one team is exploring and whatever they do is working, then teams will start following them. So if that's the case, let's just see how the draft unfolds anyway. Okay, so game 1, SGesports have the first pick. And right now we're into the first phase 3 bans. So you see 6 bans on the left side per team now. Okay, so SGesports, they ban away Nyx, Earth Spirit as well as Bane. Pretty much the same as 7.07. Bane has been buffed, that's why it's getting it's even more necessary to ban it now. You can now right click heroes through Nightmare, which it's pretty strong. It's not really broken, but it's quite strong, especially for laning phase. Newbee, they ban away Night Stalker, Beastmaster as well as Io. I think Beastmaster is agreed by the pros to be one of the broken heroes just based on his changes. The hero has been reworked a little bit. And Io is really strong, especially with his level 15 talent right now, where your Tita will give your target Aghanim's upgrade to his ultimate. Yeah, pretty strong. Okay, so SGesports, they go back for their Mirana, one of their favorite picks. And Newbee goes for the Prophet Sand King. So pretty much standard so far. Prophet is picked even in 7.06. Nothing much changed. They just go ahead and pick it again. Sand King is Kaka's best hero. He's gonna put out a performance of that hero regardless of whatever change there is. And SGesports, they go for Dazzle. All the new defensive support items, I can't remember the name of it, but the one that increase healing or reduce your enemy's healing. That one, the item actually is pretty good on Dazzle. I think it's gonna be one of his go-to items in the game right now. And yeah, so SGesports, they go for the Dazzle. Moving on to the second phase, SGesports, they ban away Anti-Mage as well as Death Prophet. Death Prophet is still one of the Chinese team's favorite mid hero. I don't think they have much to explore yet, so it's just a stable ban from the past. Newbee, they ban away Terrorblade as well as Savant. Two very strong late game carry that lanes extremely well against Nature's Prophet. So I think Newbees this game, they trying to let KP get online earlier in the game, so they want him to go get a favorable matchup. Moving on, Newbee, they picked Disruptor for Faith as well as Queen of Pain for SCCC. Queen of Pain SCCC is one of his best hero, so yeah, when a new patch come out, I guess it's the safest to pick your comfort heroes more than trying to explore things. So it looks like Newbee is just going for comfort right now. SGesports, they go for Bounty Hunter as well as Daxia. Bounty is going to be their roaming 4, and I'm not sure like exactly why. It doesn't look to me like Bounty is very good against whatever Newbee currently have. Usually when you pick Bounty, it's either to follow one of the junglers your opponent have, like Chen or Enchantress, but Newbee doesn't have any of that. I guess they just think it suits their playstyle a lot, and track kills can be a very good way for them to get ahead in the team fights. And they pick up the Daxia here, so it's another very interesting pick because none of their heroes actually synergize with Vacuum right now. They don't have any combination to go with Vacuum. And with their last pick, Wraith King, yet again, there's no combination to Vacuum. It's a very interesting play and picks draft by SGesports, but I'm not sure that there doesn't seem to be a synergy right there. As for Newbee, their line is like super comfortable, and their synergy, they have team fight synergy. Disruptor can pick off, Sand King, Queen of Pain can burst. So, and they got a bit of global potential from Nature's Prophet. Their draft is so much more all-rounded as compared to SGesports. Especially now Newbee can last pick a hero for Mugi, and they can just pick a hero that does well against Darkseer in the lane. And yeah, once they do that, I don't see how SGesports is going to do well in this game 1. PL was banned by SGesports mainly because it's a very strong carry against Wraith King. I think they already plan to pick this Wraith King right for their last pick. And if PL gets a diffusal, there's nothing Wraith King can do, and he will always have no mana to proc his ultimate. And yeah, Newbee goes for the Juggernaut. It's not the best laner against Darkseer, but with the Disruptor helping him, I don't see it as a problem. Disruptor can always glimpse the Darkseer whenever he tries to search away, and Juggernaut has enough burst damage with the Blade Fury to bring down a Darkseer after he gets brought back from surging. All in all, Newbee's draft is much more comfortable and straightforward, I would say. SGesports is trying to explore, it looks like. The Darkseer pick and the Wraith King pick is a bit interesting. Even the Bounty is also, it's not very out of the ordinary, but it's still a very interesting pick. I think SGesports, they really have to play around the Bounty and track kills, the team fights. They need to take very strong team fights in the early mid game. Darkseer can be used to buy all the utility items such as Mag or Pipe, or even both, whichever he feels he needs, or even the new items which are really strong right now. And so with all these team fight capabilities, they need to take good fights in the mid game and gain track goals to give themselves the advantage going into the mid late game. If they don't do that, I'm pretty sure Newbee is just going to snowball this game, and it's very hard for SGesports to do anything about it. Overall, I definitely favor Newbee draft right here. Yeah, so that's all for game 1's draft analysis, the first of 7.07. For those of you who didn't hear my shout out during my 7.07 patch analysis, or when I talk about how I feel this patch will affect the pro matches moving on forward, it's in terms of the dynamics of the games, you can go check out the video in my profile. And yeah, also I got a new mic, that's why I sound different now. Shout out to Mayo Gaming who bought this new mic for me. Alright, that's all for game 1, and thanks for watching, guys.